Urban Therapy with Sun 752. This is your daily go-getterism number 511 for February 27th, 2016. For February 26th, 2016. My fault, y'all. My fault. Listen, tonight I want to talk to y'all about thinking it over and second guessing yourself. I know, look, I mean, a lot of people say that they never second guess themselves. They always, they say that they always make the right decision, or that it's easy for them to make a decision like this, that, and the third. Like, wow, do this. You know what I'm saying? I got this in a sniz ass. But it's not always true. And when we really think about it, it's always a good idea to consult people who have done things before you have done it to see what their success rate was like, to see what were some of the pitfalls, some of the problems that they may have encountered when they set out to do the things that you're trying to do. Parenting is one of those areas. Now, you're probably not going to look to somebody else to show you how to raise your children, but you can always get tips from somebody else, from things that have worked. And if you think about yourself, the things that worked for you or were never tried when you were growing up that may have worked, somebody may be able to offer you perspective on that, because you may not even remember how all of that went. When we was young and we got into all kinds of crazy stuff, we thought that all kinds of crazy shit was real. We made all kinds of crazy mistakes. We fell victim to all kinds of peer pressure. Now we're parents. Now we have to really take the things that we did into consideration and look at today's generation and decide, are we really that much different from them? I think in some ways we are, and I think in a lot of ways we're not. I think in a lot of ways we just like, I think in a lot of ways one generation is just like the next generation. But as parents, we have to sometimes think about the things that we're going to decide on. Think about the decisions that we're about to make, because they affect our kids, and we want our kids to be successful. Ain't really no way around that. You don't want to see your kids fail. Even just to laugh at them sometimes. You want to see them do well, because that's a direct reflection on your parenting. So it's always a good thing to think it out. Think things out before you make those decisions. Whether you make the decision to be really lenient with your children, or whether you make the decision to always bring the hammer down on them. Because you can't do that. I mean, some parents do, but it's not really an effective... it's not really an effective way of parenting. You can't be hard all the time. You can't punish. Now, when it comes to the decisions that we have to make, the difference between thinking something out and second guessing yourself is, when you think something out, you do that before you make the decision. That's like incorporating the voices of wisdom into the decisions that you're about to make. Asking questions, finding out things, like you're thinking it out. And that's a good thing to do. There's nothing wrong, there's never anything wrong with planning something out to make sure that it goes down the right way. Nothing can be wrong with that. When you second guess yourself, that means that you've already made the decision and you're wondering if it was the right decision. If you should have gone through with the decision that you made, and you're wondering how it's going to turn out in the end. Well, good decision, bad decision, you never really know how anything is going to turn out in the end. That's why, we take chances. It's not a bad chance, though. It's never a bad thing to be a decisive person. It's just that you have to learn more and more with each decision that you make and try to get better. It's like a practice. And that's whether you're dealing with children, that's whether you're dealing with the decision of whether to stay on a job or seek out another one, or whether to speak up about an infraction that happened on a job. We have to make decisions every day in our lives, and some decisions are bigger than others, but we still have to make them, and we have to be able to live with the decisions that we made. You live and you learn, man. We big kids now, adults, trying to make our way out here. So don't feel bad about yourself because you second guess something. There are a lot of gambles in life. Sometimes we have to roll the dice based on the way we feel. Gut feeling. Gut. Sometimes it works out the way we wanted to. Sometimes it works out better than the way we expected it to. And sometimes it really falls flat. But we don't really know how it's going to go until the smoke clears and you see how everything plays out. I'm going to just put this out there. If your mind is free and clear of drugs and alcohol, you're going to get better and better at making decisions. Honestly. And that's just the truth of the matter. I'm not saying that people who indulge don't make good decisions, but when you make the decisions while you're drunk or high, you're not making good decisions. We gotta get to the point where we ain't in our 20s no more. We ain't in our 20s. A lot of us aren't even in our 30s no more. You know, so we should be past the point of thinking that we do something better when we're drunk or when we're high, when we're under the influence. If you still need to be under the influence of drugs in order to make better decisions or to do something with more precision and skill, you need to check that. I ain't even gonna say no more about that. We need to check that. And that's a decision that you really should think about. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. Sorry. Go hard, go for yours. And remember, the decisions that you make normally are ones that you've had to make before. Nobody likes to make the unpopular decision. That's one of the things I didn't touch on. I'll touch on it just a little bit right now. Nobody likes to make unpopular decisions, but the unpopular decisions are the ones that make or break you. Because you know how they say everybody can't be wrong? That's wrong. They can. Everybody can't be right either. You know? The Take the Fall in the Winter event is tomorrow, the 27th. So we're getting it in. Make sure y'all come down Rittenhouse Street and Wissahickon Avenue, 10 o'clock a.m. And we got to get out on time, man. You know, all y'all black people be coming out here all late, straggling in like it's sweet like that, and 10:30 and all that. It's not going to work. We got to do this thing at 10 o'clock. We got to start acting like this is more professional. I mean, you know, we doing this for ourselves. And anyway, make sure y'all come through Rittenhouse Street, Wissahickon Avenue in Germantown, Philadelphia. Come through. Get your walk and talk on. We're going back out in the woods. Weather will be perfect for that. It's going to be nice. Real nice, you know what I'm saying? And I'll holler back at y'all. Peace.